it's very important because it's in so many times, especially through this pandemic, we've just watched the amount of activity that we do drastically be reduced, right? The amount of time that we are out and about doing things, getting the exercise in. And it just seems like that we're doing so many different things that it's hard to find the time to do the things that we need in order to improve our health. So, all right, quick question for you. The can, we used to play all the time. Mom and dad were involved. All the kids were involved. The whole neighborhood was out there. What were some of the games you played growing up? You can't tell me that wasn't a lot of running around and then hide and seek, trying to find everybody out in the dark, all over the place, all over the neighborhood. It's kind of crazy, right? But talk about, man, we come in sweating like crazy. We did it, right? And we were a lot healthier than we are now. At least a lot of us were healthier than we are now. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not telling you you're not healthy, because you probably are. You may be exercising every day. You may be getting all the exercise in that you need. However, there are a lot of folks that just, quite frankly, are not. And we want to try to do things that are meaningful to get that exercise back. So what did you play as a family or as a community? Growing up, we used to have community baseball games. Mom used to organize them all, and we'd all go out as a family and play baseball, right? A lot of fun. As a neighborhood, we used to have boxing. We used to box all the time growing up. Kind of crazy, I know, but we did. As a neighborhood, we all would get together and would beat each other up with the gloves and the raising of our children and exercising with them. Well, one great idea is to coach. Sign up as a coach. When you get to coach your kids, you're running out there with them. You're running around with them. You're working out. You're doing fun. You don't have to be a standby do nothing coach. You can run with them. You can jog with them. You can get some exercise in at the same time, right? And if you bring your spouse, your partner can walk the outside if they want. Anyways, the idea is to do something together, do more things together. What do your kids like to do? Maybe they like to play basketball. Get out there and shoot some hoops with them. Get out there and throw the baseball, throw the football. Mom used to go out and kick soccer balls at me all the time. And sometimes she'd let me kick the ball back at her, right? So what are some things and how can we get a little more involved? You like to do certain things. She likes to do certain things, or he likes to do other things. What is it that your spouse likes to do? And if you don't know what your spouse really likes to do when it comes to exercise, then get something like from His Needs, Her Needs, where they have a whole little assessment here where you can go through it. You fill it out. She fills it out. And then you find the things that you have in common. And then on your date nights, like we talked about yesterday, go out, go dancing. Take a nice ballroom dance class, something that you can learn the steps, and then just go to town with it, right? And some of us, maybe you don't like to dance, but she does. So maybe that's a compromise. You go dancing with her and she comes and does something else with you. But the idea in Hawaii, when I lived there, Dawn and Joy, remember, those two have coached soccer together for 30 plus years. Like literally, they've coached together for 30 plus years. That to me is a huge success story for a couple people staying in shape, doing something they love together, right? I love that. It's a beautiful example to me. And then what about gym time, right? And sometimes we can't always. So maybe it's walk around the neighborhood. Maybe we just hold hands and walk, right? Maybe we just get that walk in around the neighborhood. I mean, in my neighborhood, I've got a couple guys that walk. I see them. They're walking in the morning. They're walking in the afternoon. And then they walk again in the evening. They're entrepreneurs. They work from home and they're out walking 3 times a day. See them out my window, right? What is it that you do? For me, I love to play pickup games, pickup soccer. So I go out and I play some pickup soccer, right? Get some workout in the afternoon, and I do my CrossFit workout in the morning. But I know that I've got to run a little more often, right? So I get out and I run in the afternoon sometimes. But what is it that you're going to do? What will you do a little bit differently to get that exercise in, to get the extra push, to get the exercise in together as a family? What are some games you can play together? Why do I say get a dog? Because if you get a dog, then you got to walk the dog, right? You can't just let him out in the backyard, just let him roam the neighborhood. We know that we've got to get out and do something meaningful. So get a dog and walk the dog if all else fails. All right. The idea is let's get out and do something meaningful, and I will see you guys again tomorrow.